What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be going over what I'm going to be doing for my truck's 20,000 mile maintenance. Now, I'm just about to turn 20,000 miles and I like to change my oil about every 5,000 miles. I know it's probably overkill, but I just like to keep my stuff nice and in working order, and oil is cheap. It's one of the cheapest things that you can do to the truck just to make sure it's running right, and it's just what I like to do personally. Now, for the last few times I changed it, these trucks hold a ton of oil, and to make my life easier, I went ahead and I purchased this oil valve right here. Now, basically what this is going to do is basically when I take the oil bolt out of the pan, I could put this on there. It's a drain valve. And once I disconnect this right here, this piece, let me go ahead and get that off of there. You'll be able to just go like this. If you can do it one hand, and twist that down, and then your oil will come out down there. It will make doing the oil changes on this truck a lot easier with this valve. Like I said, I've been meaning to do it for the last couple oil changes I've done, and I finally went ahead and decided, you know what, I'm gonna do it on this one. I ordered the valve. I'll put it down in the description below on what kind of valve it is, but let's go ahead, start getting into changing the oil and installing this valve. One other thing that I'm probably gonna do is, I'm gonna do it off camera because I already done it in another video previously, but change the fuel filter. And what I'm gonna go ahead here now in this video is go ahead and also look at the transmission fluid filter and make a video within the next couple weeks of me changing just the external filter. I'm not gonna go crazy and change the actual transmission fluid. I know on these, like I talked about before, there's no dipstick anywhere up here for the transmission. It's basically non-serviceable, and like there's no dipstick to check the level or whatnot. You need like the special sight glass that GM sells. I saw it online a while ago. Like I said, I'm not going to get too deeply involved in that. I don't want to deal with the headache, and basically my transmission is giving me no problems, and I want to keep it that way. But I'm just going to get the numbers off of the transmission fluid filter, get that ordered, and I'll make a video just changing the external filter. I don't think too much fluid should come out. I should be able to fill up the new filter, screw it on without any issues. But without further ado, we'll go ahead here now, get the oil drained, and get this valve installed. One thing that I noticed right off the bat too is, before we dive into that, I don't really like this washer they gave you. It's like cardboard. I'm going to try to take the one off the existing transmission or the oil bolt and see if I can get that washer on here. I know you could probably buy a new one from GM, but I'm going to go ahead and reuse the old one if that's still on there and is able to come off. We'll get that installed to get this on, and that will basically make changing the oil in the future a lot easier. So let's go ahead and get this installed. Alright, so I'm going to hop under here real quick, start getting the oil drained. I got my drain bucket there, and it's a 15mm wrench. Go ahead, bust that free and start draining the oil. Now, like I said, the last time I changed my oil was around 15,000 miles. I'm going to see how black it is. For whatever reason, I did my first oil change. From there on out, my oil's been black and it won't come clean. This time, I ran some Marble Mystery oil in there. Before I warmed my truck up too. I didn't show that, but my truck's warmed up. I put some Marble Mystery oil in there, ran it through, try to clean out some of that sludge and crap. So let me go ahead and get this drained, and we'll go from there. I got the drain plug out. One thing that I didn't think about though on the new one is I'm not sure if there's a magnet on the end of this to actually catch metal. I know for a fact on that one there probably isn't, but I do not think this is actually magnetic. I took a look, I tried to stick a little something to it, and it's not. But this is the rubber gasket that I'm going to take off and try to reuse on that one, versus the little crush washer. The only thing is though, there's a little indent in there where this rubber piece sits, so I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. I'll give this a shot, and if not, I'll go ahead and take that back off and reuse that little plastic cardboard one they gave me actually on that. But let me go ahead, take the oil filter off, get the new one on. Then I'll go ahead and mess with this a little bit and see which one's going to work best, this rubber one or that cardboard one they sent. What I actually did was I took the rubber one off. I'm going to go ahead and try to reuse this one versus this little cardboard one. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in and see if it leaks. Worst comes to worst, I can just go ahead in my next oil change and go ahead and put this one on if it does leak a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how tight I'm going to put this on with that rubber one, but I'll go ahead here real quick, get it tightened on, and see exactly what I'm dealing with. That's the only thing I'm kind of worried about, is this one's a lot thinner, so I may have to tighten this. I'm not sure if this is going to expand or whatnot, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot. get this in. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the oil filter, get the new oil filter installed. I have the new filter right over here. I only use OEM stuff, so that's the model number for the oil filter. Got it installed. I ended up using the cardboard washer. The rubber one, I didn't like the way it sat, so I went ahead back to back. I'll put the cardboard one back in. Then I took a 17 millimeter, I put it right on the square, and I got it as tight as I can by hand. I did about one more turn with this. When it started getting tight, I did a quarter turn from there. And now, as you can see, in the future, all we gotta do is just open that. Then we put the little hose on there, we'll put it right in the drain bucket, and it won't make any mess at all, which would be really nice. And you can do the oil changes, I bet, in about half the time, just from cleaning up the mess and everything that happens when using a drain bucket. Because even though you use a bucket, it usually spills out of the bucket, splashes all over the place half the time. So this will be making oil changes in the future a lot easier. And also too, before I go ahead and fill up the oil, I get asked a lot what kind of oil I use. I use Shell Rotella 5840. I've been using this for a while, and the good part is I actually do not have the typewriter tick. That's a really common issue on you guys that have these Duramaxes. As you know, over time the oil pump starts to make a ticking noise. I never had any type of problem running this oil. Been using it from the start on the truck, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep using the same brand of oil just so I know I'm not going to have any ticks or whatnot. This is actually really hard to find. I guess there's an oil shortage due to COVID. I went to multiple different stores to try to find this. Finally found it somewhere. It's been sitting a while. It's all dusty and crap, but it's going to do the job. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. These trucks take about 10 quarts, which is basically 2.5 gallons. I'm going to put most of it in, check the level, and then see, start it up, check for any leaks, then we'll go from there. So that's about it for this video, guys. I got the oil filled up and topped off, all level, ready to go. This is definitely going to make my life in the future doing oil changes a lot easier. And if you guys ever go ahead and decide to do this, I'll put the link for that valve down in the description below. Like I said, it's going to make your life 15 times easier. So if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, be sure to leave it a big thumbs up. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Stop this conversation.